And then three side by side, like this, so when I go this, then come forward, and I go down, same thing, finish the side, I'm turning this way. So push down, push up, and there you go. And all of a sudden, faster than steroids. Put it in Wi-Fi. The right must be a ding dong. We got to go to the also. I'm not sure we're going to put it. We'll put it behind there. Yeah, and then on across, and there, and go. And then the side. I'm going to do the side one time this way. And this one first.
Good stuff.
Bang, bang, bang. It's only fair
Good
to
stuff.
work out. Okay.
It's on. Stick it and lick it. Let's go.
Oh my God, I gotta watch it. My feet are talking. No, this is already good, so let it go. I mean, come on. I held on to, I did a song when I said this. It's been 9 years that I've had these.
Collector's item, right?
Can you throw this to me? Yes. Hold it. This will go tight. No, this is good. This one. Yeah, you think I'm ready to tight, okay? That's it. Very nice. Yeah. Wait, yeah, this is good. What?
That's not the control. Still have to allow. Check it. That's cool. When you finish. Mine is one of those kids.
Yours work this loose?
No, the young fishes will see something about them. Maybe the gas traffic breaker.
You got that up?
A little more. Yeah, but I don't think
Beautiful. Man. Oh, awesome. Second one. Take the head. No, so there's some like that. Take it. That's fine. On four. You want it? One. One, round, four. Straighten back to this. Whoa. Got a lot of that. It's actually hit me. Knock the shoulders. What a knock me out. Get one more. Straight back.
That's the big one, right?
Yeah. You've never seen what this is. Yeah, that's that.
That's one.
Don't take it around.
That shit just scared me, boy.
Man. Thank God I asked this stuff. That never happened. How do that one there?
That's one.
Oh, wait.
So 3, 4.
There it is. Five. No problem. This one. No problem. I've never had it before. Margaret. Everything was fun. It'll be like wine from a cake. You see the pace?
Was it really good, man? Was it really good?
Well, three of them.
Oh, yes.
I like it. It looks deceiving.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me.
So it didn't have milk? Yeah, it's that they gave you didn't have milk?
Yeah, but I can't hit you with that.
No?
I'll go to jail.
It's not when it's too late.
There's nothing there. I wrap my hands up. Hit you with that.
Yeah, legal practice, go.
This is the safest thing I can do.
Right.
You doing one hand too.
Yeah, I can fight from the side now. I'm protecting 4 injuries.
Sit back.
You got it. But again, only to the face and the same technique. Beautiful. Only to the face and the same technique.
That's one. Class. I need to tell them. So. Well, we're going. Respect your punch. Huh? Instead of respecting your score. Yeah, but you know, I scored some. I didn't do it. No, that's what I thought. So I don't know if I scored, but when I'm saying that, let's say I did score. I know that I can do this. Okay. That's a do this. Because I didn't do it afterwards. So your position, is this. Okay. So I say I scored, you still on the way. Yeah, to make sure that. Okay. I wasn't sure that's what I held it. That's one. But I don't want to do this. That's one. See, now that's the difference. Look at the difference. I scored, right? And that's what it's used. But then, after you got scored, yes, sir. Because it breaks down a part of the rhythm. I scored. Yes, sir. You hit me. Over there, I scored. I didn't. But just in case. Just like it. 75. Yeah. You get it? Yes, sir. I scored. I can money for it. See, right now, I'm trying to work on his awesome technique when I'm trying to counter it. The first few times I counter it. You understand? That's right. Nonsense, but so we look at this. It's fast, it's intense, and we have patterns. Right, so again, I don't know what I'm scoring. I can assume. So if I'm not sure, I'm gonna at least notify. Yeah. If there's nothing that happens, then I can do something about it. I need to notify. Which is fine. I don't want this. Because that takes away from the possibility of countering.
in a different time.
Go with me, go on.
When I score on you, and you still hit me after, I don't really care. Because I know it's part of what you want us to do. I just have to get you before that. So it's kind of hard to stop the bullet once it went.
Right.
But regardless, it's heated because the intensity is higher passion. And that when we're together, we go, stop. And you just look back. When you this time, right? But in the mind, you go, we have it up. Just in case.
In that case, they don't say stop.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't assume. I can't be the judge and the competitor
At the same time.
But now, you notice, I score on you, and then you still hit me after. There's a half a fraction of a second for you to stop that. You can't really. And you're like, I was already going to come, but he got me ready before, but the bullet already left the battle.
Like you said before, the stuff in the film.
Yeah, but again, nothing happens that was wrong, but unless you think, what do you mean?
That's what I'm doing.
No. The bullet, when you shoot, it was already shot. I can't, you can't take it back. You can't take that back. Okay, 1 to 6.
6.
Or 7. 6, I don't know. See, like that, I don't know what's what.
Yeah.
He had to be the judge. I'm not assuming. Can you tell me his
Your name won't be going right.
He's already loose.
I don't even know the reason. Yeah,
See, like that, I have no idea if that back check scores. If he says no, I can't say he's lying. Because I don't know. He's my judge.
that's all.
A lot of times he scores on me, and he says to me, your point. I go, no. Same time, nobody.
Right.
Or, no, you got me before. Your point. Not that I'm the best judge, but I tell you, when I get scored clean, I get excited. You know,
That's nice.
that's 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20.
Okay, 2.
2. Okay, you walk away, but let me show you the difference. This time, you didn't go like this. You went like this. That's okay. You spotted me. You do the punch. This is what it is.
That's different.
That's a spinning. But right like this. Then you saw me. But you were still aware. I shouldn't do that. When I was smiling, you did this.
That's one.
But when you did that, I went.
That's one.
You understand?
Yes, sir. Big difference.
Thin line between one thing. Because that's done.
Yeah. That's one.
And you get the point with this. See what I mean? It's phenomenal. They will give a point. I'm not going to shut it down. Because he's not giving this have a chance.
That's one.
Or he's not giving that half a chance to do something else.
That's one. That's one.
That's why. So the way I shut my hand down, if I do this, I'm not doing that one because, and then it gets whiplash. Yes, we'll risk. That means his neck can get whiplash, and some of him resistance to the mask. We did it, we came at me like something like this. His neck was like, oh, based on the equipment. So sometimes the equipment puts you at risk of other things. So you have to be, but I'm protecting my 4 injuries, like a hawk. I have to, because I can't afford to be in. Thank God for victory.
Is that 7 or 6?
1 7. So I broke rhythm. I never threw my door on the floor. I mean, really not there. So my mind had this. And I just do it. Okay,
1 or 2?
it's 2 because, oh God.
First one.
So yeah, beautiful point. Especially since I hesitated. How many times? So he'll get better at it. It's beautiful. But that will not move. But you know what I mean? And reflex, you can't get close to it. You know, man, which is a great response. You know what I mean? It's hard, man. Because your body responds. So this is where you have to be, have the self-discipline to say, I want the same thing done on the other side.
That's one.
Or I'm gonna try it a little further, because what happens when that misses?
Yeah.
He notified it, he blocked, he counted, stuff that I did. Oh! No. You know what I believe, but it's still quick. I'm not injured. I don't think it's my fault. That's 2 or 3. 2. I don't know if the kid was managed, but it's part of this. Just in case.
Yeah. That's one. The combination.
Yeah. See, he went there. You know what his mask? He should still put it in his neck. Right? You okay?
Yeah. Let's see him all right. That's one.
Right over the body, he blocks it. And has to follow up. That's 4. So, was it it?
Yeah.
How many was it? That's 5.
That's one.
You see what I mean? How many times you talk people in the face? All the time.
Yes.
But because you can't. People don't understand that. In order for me to score, I almost have to be perfect. Because he has seen me. He knows my rhythm. So I have to break the distance, the time. And from here, you guys think you score. Hey. But in order to really get the maximum, you need 4 cameras and maybe one on the top.
Yeah.
Because realistically, the subtleties might be lost from here. So, but you understand what I mean about people think, oh, you're scoring the guy all the time. Yeah, I dare you try.
Right.
See, once we get in the range where it's 50-50, it's over. I'm hit already by the time and you know what I can do about it? Nothing. Which to me means perfecto, or let me learn something different, which was, okay, I either got 1 out of 6, and then I have to go back to remember, because if I stay here, I got him there. And it's not because he does not want to practice with his other side, it's that all the body wants to do is protect itself. So you do not know when you actually are doing the extra stuff, because that intention is responsible. Because you see something that's near you, and the body only wants to protect itself. Sometimes to the demise of what could have been a late shot. That wasn't the intentions. The bullet left the gun already. It got there a little after yours. But that's not because I hit you late. It just got there after. And sometimes I do it too. With another fight. But you don't do that if we did it on me before. Think what he said. I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna grab your hands, I'm gonna hit you again, but just stop you, and you can't do a damn thing about it. Well, I have heard that people have had that happen to them. And I saw it. And they said that I did it to them. What happened to done to me is ridiculous.
Just like married.
It's just ridiculous. Now I have to change my style because I haven't done a few other techniques. If you know that I switch rhythms and styles, then I catch him without him responding. Warning. Then, the only time you say something when it doesn't score, and you know that, I give an official warning. I wasn't sure what I hit him.
That's one.
He didn't give me the warning. Those warnings were important. It reminds me I have to lift the leg to make it legal above the waist. So I get the warning. To him, he figures no big thing, we're still going. Yeah, but technically speaking, I did a violation that. I hurt you. I think that was the low age. It wasn't. Low kick more.
Said what?
Yeah.
That's not.
Again, they got it. But I would have rather have the reverse punch. Because
I don't know.
all you have is space. Because even if you would have done this, I would have responded to that, would have cracked your this.
That's fine.
And then would have added to his arsenal.
So,
Is that 3? We say this is what we say. 5-ish.
so,
What's the score then? 2-1, I say.
yeah. I know you're walking points.
That's 4. That's 3. If we did 2 only 4. That's 3. Well, the tip is 3. I don't remember. Well, you got me too.
No, I think that's it.
Again, so the argument is, no, you scored on me. No, I scored on you. So that means this, nobody scored. What happened was that you were surprised because of what happened. Normally, you'll do a technique, like a dunk. There's no doubt. This time you were hit. And you got hit. No, it's all right. You just felt it.
Yeah.
And his mind is thinking, there's a rep him every time on the body. And I'm never there. When I went this way, he went. Not knowing that he actually hit me too. Now we're going slow motion. Maybe. We can get it. I'm satisfied with my response to him instead of being hit and do nothing about it. What you got me?
Question. I've seen a lot of, and to me it looks like bullshit, but instead of these guys coming.
Wait, hold on. Other people?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about other people. They play a different game.
Yeah.
The game that they play is almost score and you make believe I scored.
And this is what I've seen do.
Yeah.
Really, what is that?
It's swimming.
What is that?
It's dangerous because if you fight with him, you will not hit. But he has 5 kicks. Not good. Right, so we still have a score of 3-2, round number 8. That's 4. See, I'm happy I left it going to his body. Because the time I did before, oh, I got my chest and none of it. That's 5.
Yeah.
Round number 9, coming soon. No, you're right. out, kick it, the chest, 7 hits. Crash. See, he doing this, but he knew that also. That's how we're gonna do it. But I couldn't. I was reaching. He didn't move. And I had to get him before he got out. Hey? Yeah. He paused for 1 second. That's enough. That's 1-1.
No.
Huh?
No.
Only because it was before I scored on him, but he already had that coming. Now, why did I stop? Because I felt like I hit him. It was just great. Otherwise, we would have boom, pop, now over here. Why? Ha. Because he was calling this.
That's one.
So my rebound would have been go for the bucket.
That's one.
That's true. Now, he had it when he stopped. He had it. He went 1, 2,
Actually, opposite.
3. Okay, but he did three techniques that almost hit. But what I loved about it was that there were 3 techniques. So I have to do 1 point. Because to me, it was good enough. I could 1. To your 3. Well, those 3 could hit me. Let's assume that it was nice to me. Thank you. Because those 3 got 1. Scores 3-2. And you hear it right, because we have turn it back on. Oh, no, sorry. Oh, look. Oh, he got it. He got it. Again, it was just that, but he did it. So, I gotta make adjustments. 3-3. I would never do that if you haven't had it. But you notice, if I would have went to my normal day, I would have missed my 2 miles. Right?
Yeah.
He went exactly where he was supposed to go.
That's fine.
Where he was going. If I continue with the same message, I respect that. Because I won't do that. And I won't do that because I don't want to hurt him.
That's fine.
However, if my arm is extended, I can't really hurt him. If it's closer here, now I'm hurt him.
More power.
So I'm reaching him. I did that the other day, where he said, wait a minute. I give it that way. You thought you were too far away, right? Yeah, your brain says, what happened? And you probably thinking, I'm gonna do the same thing. Well, you have to think that. That's what I've been doing. So you know the answer. I changed the question. Now he's happy. When I do that something, he said, damn, thank God. It did not hit me in the face. Even when we blocked, he was like, wow. And then what I do, I came out and strong. He blocked it. Hence, his defense is no joke. However, then I went with finesse in my last technique. Intensity, and then take it easy. Or I called it before. It's really smooth, the broken rhythm. Yeah. So I went hard, boom, soft. Yeah, curveball, I threw curveballs. Well, slide, that's 8. Jimmy, that's 4 points in round number 5, I believe. Round 9.
Like that. You rewound that.
Working on 2 times.
I think we were wrong with 10 now. 12 more 4 points.
Well, 4 points.
Okay. Sounds good.
See how I switch up? I became more boxer. I went, get that hand down. I said, get that hand down. So that's what it makes another fight. That hand. So when I swallow it, he's like, yo, I don't like that.
Round 9.
Now when I try it, I don't like that either.
Yeah. We're on 10 now.
Round number 10. He made me sweet. So the same technique, I'm not taking away from the quality, but now I hesitate. He put me to sleep like a cocoa. And then look like he would have been too far.
Yeah.
He thought he got away. And I went, hold on, and reach. See how the fight? Even though he scored on me, you see how it's done?
That's fine.
You want it? That's 4. Okay, you see how I went boom and goes boom. Why? The bullet was good enough.
You ready at all times?
Well done. Come on, TNT. Come on, JT. I'm gonna work out. Like 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. You're gonna spar after this with him. You're gonna spar with him. I'm gonna be better, that's okay.
You know what?
You got better. I'm gonna give up some time. You got better.
Yeah. This is our tempo now. So, great.
I want to hit you right in front of the left eye.
Nice line. 4. Class. Excuse me, okay.
Nope, you just didn't like it. Woo. You good?
Yeah.
Different?
Huh?
A little different?
Yeah. Just the last one. Okay.
So I broke rhythm.
Oh,
I went from slow to fast.
that's the slow.
Exactly. So when you're able to change the rhythm, which is the time and the tempo, then it makes the person hesitate or lean towards one side as opposed to the other side, and vice versa. So now listen. Well, like I tell you, you do more hours or and that's all I need. I don't need to spar with you at all. That's fine. I don't need to spar with you at all. But I want you to have a sparring moment with him.
Yes, sir.
Now he's tired, and you're not warmed up, so that makes it equal. But you see how they do techniques? Do you understand now what I mean about?
Yeah.
It's not that he messes with me. No, that I don't make mistakes. When I make a mistake, go I'll take it. Yeah. But then it forces me to take out a whole other arsenal that you can't really tell what it is, but he's saying, oh, how come he just hit him and he didn't respond? Because I did it slightly different. Similar, but different. And that makes a difference. But you notice I left now, mind you, I give him maybe a few extra points with the left hand. Sometimes where it shouldn't even be a point constantly, but I gotta gauge that based on what I was doing. And what the average person would have done. If it gets me right, it would have clapped the crap out of somebody. Does that make sense? Now this is what I suggest. Take that off and put that on. So you have to worry about this. And then you feel the difference also. So that's a lot heavier. Is what? So we're gonna make the hand wraps. You don't have hand wraps, right?
No.
I got a pair of hand wraps, so I'll give it to you in the future. I know. But that can help. Same thing in between between breaths, that's the technique. Last time the breath, you should be fine. Monkeys? Oh, you must have a rescue. So you have Coach TNT, and you have Master Tom. Okay, guys. 5 points, you guys are the judges. Touch gloves, and begin. You're the judge, so you get the other one. Right. Yeah, so you have to go. Otherwise, he assumes you have to be sure. Get your distance and we'll have the country. That's right. We got my hand. We got 3 minutes. You get to the tip. Okay, so this is my point. Right after that, you hit a big twice, even though it's not really late. It's like, oh shit, I should have done it. I did not hit. So sometimes it gets scored on, you don't acknowledge it until after. Well, if you were going to grow, you would have been scored on me, it was possible. But come on, I did it, but you kept coming. You understand? That's where misunderstandings can happen being at tournament. It's not that anyone's trying to do anything wrong. You're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to protect yourself. That's it. You know, and then you need to really, as your body tells you, don't go, too late. Why? The body wants to protect itself. That's right. That's it. So it's 43. Yes, sir. The score is 4-4. That's right. And you never lose to any charity. That's fine. Explode, brother. There it is. So this is what, so let me explain what I was worth. And that is 5, right? Yeah. Okay. Right here. Which is hard to do, but I think it's right. What you did was you wrote it down about 5 notches, which is part of us being teachers, right? As a teacher, it doesn't matter when you turn around and go 100%. See how fast you went to me, how you slow down you? Yeah. Because, and I do that too. According to your opponent, when training, you want to be about the same or slightly higher. Now, he comes in like this, only rounds. At some point, you're going to shut down and say, I don't know what to do. No one really benefits from that. Now, we know that slow-mo sparring is absolutely phenomenal. Now, for what it was worth, see, he's having a hard time breathing because the intensity level was high. And we're high fast. So it makes your heart rate go through the roof. When you got one time this far, and you listen to nothing. Right? However, his mind was fast as hell to the body. He like, yo! Yeah. And he didn't give any other number to. Yeah. Which is phenomenal. So I'm surprised because the kid is broken after. No, you don't understand. I got 2 hamstring pulls that I have on the victory patch. That's because I take that over in that bar. Come on here. Say, he did the testimony. Come here, say.
You're not taking off.
No, you did the testimony. Watch. You had an operation where?
Have pulled hand, broken hamstring, torn hamstring, yeah.
Torn, detached, reattached. About roughly 8 weeks ago, give or take.
Right, yeah.
Now, what just happened?
I scored, I don't know how many times with the leg at roundhouse, with the leg with the torn hamstring.
Master Ty, how fast was that?
It was fast.
So if I would have told you, you're going to throw a roundhouse kick to the body against him and score clean at least twice, what would you say?
I mean, I don't know, I'm scared to even throw the kick.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm scared to.
Okay, that's my point. So I know I have multiple injuries, and one of them, no secret, is my rib, which I got hit twice. Even though he didn't knock his knee, doesn't matter. It still hurts because it's previously injured, and regardless, that's a leg. Now, I kicked to the head a few times. And that's the time?
Yeah.
Well, how? I know I pulled my hamstring 4 weeks ago on my left, and I stepped on his foot, and he pulled it back, and I told him, he said, that's how I break mine.
Right.
Then I pulled my hamstring 2 weeks ago again for an axe kick, but it scored, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then the patches came, and my life is different.
Our lives will be different now.
So it sounds like a lie, or impossible, or too good to be true. However, once you test it, see, I'm gonna tell you, T, do me a favor. Make believe that you can kick fast and score on him without him even noticing. With the leg that you had an operation in not too long ago, that you should really technically be doing physical therapy only, according to the so-called professionals. And that didn't happen. Anytime you tap the tooth, not AI, they call it OI, original intelligence, and Bruce said, it is there, only there. Anyway, it was a success. And as a time, I'm sorry, I really want more, right? You want more, don't you?
I gotta get him back.
Teach me a lesson.
Do you want to do one more round, sir? I'm gonna do one more round. That was, I agree. Now, by the way, let me tell you something. I'm proud of both of you guys. I mean, you guys are freaking awesome. Me watching you guys sparring each other is exactly, because remember, I'm the promoter, but I have to have people to promote. Well, I got 2 students, and these students have a reputation to uphold from this legacy. But you do have, when you see Master Ty do his stuff, you're like, oh, he's ripping. We're good. And the tournament is only a handful of the Fontaines martial arts. And technically speaking, he's not a Fontaines martial arts student. He's a sniper fighter instructor, which has nothing to do with his style. His style was Tai Chi, but combat Tai Chi, created by somebody else. But he did his first seminar in 2016. And literally my sparring partner 3 times a week. Sometimes it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes it's Tuesday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. And cycles changed in the last few weeks. And initially, this was rough. We had to do three points for the first 3 rounds, and then eventually I started saying 5 points. Now we're doing 5 points, 10 rounds. Okay, 11. The other day I pushed it to 12. So what happens when we're doing 20 rounds? Oh, there's 20 rounds that I'm doing, but I'm crossing off with 2 people, or like I used to do years ago. Where I would have 20, 30 people. No, listen to this. 20, 30 people, 3-point match, back to back. Whoever wins stays up. And I never went down. That was Fontaines Karate Day in 1990. Today, where did you see my fatigue? Well, let me ask you a question. You've messed up, you know that, right? Tell them where you just came from.
Oh, yeah. Where?
Where you just came from?
From Miami.
How many hours did you sleep?
Well, I slept like 3 hours.
So wait a second. What just happened there? The patch also has energy.
We're defying the odds here tonight.
But this is my point. With the proper tools, you were sitting thinking, oh my God, I am so exhausted. You came in with the tight. And I'm like, don't worry about it, I'll hook you up. I didn't say it hoping.
Right.
I said, bro, once I freaking patch you up, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So it has energy.
100%.
And that's what the guy said the other day. He was in front of McDonald's. He wanted one of them coffee things. But finally,
he was a little hesitant with the patch. So I said, yo, you know how much this cost? No.
See, now you've been talking with the mouth before, he never wore one.
I'm used to it, so I said, yo, but buy you a coffee, this costs this much. I'm buying for free. Then I giving you this. So he looked at me, he wanted me to go inside another place so he can get high. I said, oh, I'm trying to help you. Then he said, yeah, that makes sense, let's go get the coffee. So I slapped the patch on him, and he didn't want the coffee. And I said, how you feel? We walked a few, because he had a walking issue. He said, well, I don't feel nothing yet. I said, well, I'm gonna check back in with you. I went back an hour later. Yo!
Yeah, we got it on video.
I just said,
So he's a homeless guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have, and I said, even that homeless guy could afford $5 a day.
he said, yo, I feel energy.
Yep.
Right off the coffee.
And this is my point. We all have these habits that we develop, and they're not necessary if they replace. Now, there's one of the patches that is going to be very popular. I didn't even think about it, man.
Which one?
Like I found out today that somebody is an alcoholic. I thought he had a smoking habit, and they said, no, he's an alcoholic. Or she didn't. They didn't say it like that, but I know what they meant. And I said to him, listen, I'm going to put you on a patch called Kick It. This is before I knew what the person said.
Wow.
And Kick It, in your case, it might be late night snacks. In your case, it might be the Diet Coke that he does about 10 a day, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm being very, very, very conservative.
The tendency is
Conservative. Yeah. I'm being conservative.
Yeah.
Right? However, you have the boost, and you got Kick It. You got the boost for the energy, Kick It, that eliminates the bad habit until the habit is gone, whether it's alcohol, smoking, drinking, or what have you. So I didn't think about how many. Now, for me, Kick It would help for weight loss because it's the cravings that we are addicted to. Well, it's not just the sugar. The sugar is what we take and the salt what we take. It's because we're watching that game and it's Thursday night and it's Sunday night and I have my ice cream and it's part of the condition that we have. We're conditioned habits. We sit in the same table at the same restaurant, and if somebody sits at that table, they're at my table. And you order just about the same thing from your waitress. And if she's not there, and you're not sitting in your chair, let's go. And you're thinking, wait a second, what the hell's wrong with you? And you don't even know that it's because you do not feel comfortable because you just changed the game on me. So that's what we are, conditioned habit animals, and we're able to take that conditioned habit and become free of choice. In spite of ourselves, because we wake up the same day thinking about the same thing, just about, and that's where you're stuck. So you can't have a breakthrough without that. And then the day that in the week that you do have a breakthrough, you go to an event, or you have an event, and you have a conversation with your higher self, like through other people, and you go, I'm not a baby no more, I'm a big boy. And then you start doing big boy and your stuff. So identity changes once you said those things. All right, enough of that crap. That was enough for you guys to get your break back. Give me. What is that? You didn't get something. Okay, now this guy, 5-point match, grand champion. JT, what's your age? 54. When you gonna be 55?
May.
Okay.
Oh, that's my sister's birthday.
May 2nd, May 20th. My sister's May 3rd.
Okay. The reason I'm saying that is because he's gonna be 50. And yeah, so I gotta figure out. Yeah, I gotta figure out because technically speaking, in a matter of months, you got to be in two divisions, 50 and 55. So you'll be the youngest at 55, he'll be the youngest at 50. So what might have to happen, the one tournament, we might have to keep you at 40, and you'll be 49 to the following month. And I have to keep, only because I have two guys, I rather have you guys in two different places, and that's the advantage of being a promoter.
Yes, sir. This one.
Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Now let me explain. Until you know how to adjust your weight on this ground, you're over here.
Yeah.
You have to be told, otherwise, there's wax on this. And that's what makes it slightly slippery. What I did not like was the way you turned. Which, not dangerous, but it's dangerous if you were to it, but I like to have it moved away from it. Think about a running back. The running back's go like this. So keep your eye on the ball, so to speak, to be able to protect yourself.
Right.
You told me, now if the tie's trying to somebody, and you go like this, and the guy goes, what you gonna do? Yo, now we have a security situation, but the mistake was like, oh, he has something to this shit. You're not safe. Right. Yes, sir. Okay, 1 second. Keep your hand closed. What do you mean? What did I do? I was gonna miss you. Okay. So once we wrap our hands up, we're gonna be able to, and I can do this brother, I'm doing too tight. The habit of doing this, we all have had it.
It's like close. I think it's close.
No,
Close.
that's a habit. Now that should have never happened. Let me explain. That was so awkward. Broken rhythm.
Yeah.
You don't do that next one kick right before punching one on man. Why would I go with that?
But what in your mind, my mind was this.
Yeah. Because let me explain. By accident, your body does different things, and that's what I mean, and it just happened. What were you
So
so
my initial thought, my initial technique was throw the back, but it didn't reach my step inside.
Whoa.
Because my initial was gonna be like, boom, fake, boom. But it didn't reach.
Now,
So him picking up his arm to block.
that's what I got. Do you see what he's doing? You don't even realize the level of freaking balance that you gotta have by going laterally and forward. And you did it as a demonstration. Bro, you have a messed up hamstring. That's not supposed to happen. And, and it was hot. You took that. So, next time you look more, touch that. No, that was beautiful.
That's great.
All right, pick up the pace, brother.
Yes, sir. What's the score? That's 3.
3-0. We're good. That's 4. 4-1 tie. Come on. Keep your distance. Take him. Come on. Get him. All right, I need you to get him. No. Pick up the pace. Book it. Action. Yeah. So it's over. We're gonna do one more time. Right now. Because breathe through here. No. Yeah. And that's the last one is coming out. But that's what you need to oxygenate yourself, not just. So, let me tighten up your top.
Yes, sir.
Now, let me ask you a question, it's a possibility. Are you uncomfortable with the headgear?
No.
It's not distracting you because you don't have a shoe on?
No.
Because sometimes a little thing like that is enough to make it diaphragm, you able to open your chest. If you breathe in your ass, you won't get an asthma attack. If you breathe in your chest, oh, you're not a problem. We don't need no problem.
How you feel? Feel warmed up?
Yeah, it's good. That's it. It's that.
Third round up, you know? Yeah.
That's fun.
That's it. So, you want to take action, bacon, and then what? Huh? For the one. That's okay. That's all. Nice. Nope, 32. Go explode, come on, attack, explode. To the counter. Nice. Time, another technique, there has to be a kick to the head. You can't do that simple, but he already knows. A kick to the head was something different, come on. And then, action. All right, that's the last point, that's 5. Yeah, but you gotta score with a kick to the head. No kick to the head, it's not over. Keep going. That is 5, yes. That happened too many times, guys. I don't want to see that again. For the reverse, we have to. But I want to see the axe, or the roundhouse, or the hook kick, whatever it is. The head, the head. Here. And then, again, I want to see the reverse one, another backwards. You keep going back. Come on. Try to get the match up. The match is over already. He's tired. The head. Wait, stop. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. The head will be not easy for you to do, but it will be very satisfying when you do it. Done. That's exchange, whatever it is, it gotta be a kick. That's it. Stop. Good one. Right. Now that's the thing where he tapped it was perfect. But he's afraid to control it to the face because when you go in, and then he can make it a double impact.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm saying it.
Yeah.
So you just tapped his nose. He said, "Thank God," because that would have been.
Yeah, we would have been bloody.
That could have been a problem. Okay, guys. So I'm proud of you guys. We're getting diaphragm drop. Don't bend over. Don't drop the soap.
Thank you, sir.
So again, being able to use diaphragmatic breath will make you survive a lot longer at the same time. You notice, see, he doesn't want to do that, but that's your bread and butter. That's your bread and butter. Most of you guys from the lead hand, and that's a great bread and butter, by the way. The lead hand jab or back fist is absolutely bomb on the great one. Yeah. Because now I throw it not recently, because before, Master Ty, what technique did I score on you the most of all the techniques up until recently? Yeah, I would go like this back fist, but he has to block it. Otherwise, yes, they have to block it, sometimes twice. But since I'm injured, I can't throw that technique from that side and do the same thing. So I'm doing it from the other side, and I get him. Not all the time, but now he starts to go forward, he goes back here. So today I went to the head. He's like, damn, look at the match. I'm saying, here, you too. Because otherwise, it's not enough. Now, sometimes I get them clean, but they big gloves. And it's such an also, even though it's still coming pretty fast.
That's a good technique.
Yeah,
You can work without having a lot.
right. The point is that I have to really be a sniper to get to scorch on his body. And his reflex now, so he's going like this. You can even see the video, he's moving. So I said, okay, he knows what I'm doing. So I went, boom, wow. And then the other day I went, boom, wow.
Yeah.
And he's way over there, but he says, but to me, it was no risk on my shoulder. Because he didn't see me throw it, it's just slow.
Natural movement.
Yeah, so, you know. You always gonna go to your natural tendencies.
Right.
My natural tendency right now, the technique that scored the most, 50-50, today, it was between three. I scored with another reverse punch instead of the right hand side, even though I have enough. I scored with some left hand reverse, and I scored with some right hand to the line. So still ding, you're like, but you hear it.
Right.
So wait a minute, he's kicking ding. Wait a minute, his leg is down. And he kicked him for the bottom. I said, yeah, because I know he already finished kicking. So I said, leg is descending, that's when I got a chance to kick him. If I were to get down, I was down to up to you and I. So I gotta wait after he do two of them. One, I gotta wait, determine when I start to see this.
Right.
But not the foot, the body. Because if it's the foot, it might be, and I'm going beating, which is what I ended up doing to you today. I went chest, face. Normally it's body, side, boom, boom. And you're like, yo, that got hurt, right? But he's used to it. Even though sometimes I get in the elbow and then like, yo, thank God I got something on there. But sometimes he moved it and hit okay.
Tighten up all my balls, yo, what's that outside?
Yeah, but no one has right now. And then the next
You
thing,
know, I'm showing you did over here with the spear kick.
yeah.
That was different.
Yeah, so the spear kick, the roundhouse kick, no. Is it side kick? No. No, that was a twist to get him.
He did that.
Yeah, he dropped the thing, but I got him feeling it. I got him feeling it, yeah. But I was afraid because when he dropped it, I said, okay, next time I'm gonna do it to his face. But I got scared, I have never done it to his face yet. Not that one. Yeah, so I was a little, you know,
That's hard,
yeah, I don't want to, I can do it, but I don't want to do it because it's like,
You know the one I tried to get you today? Something called a scorpion kick. A scorpion kick. It's like you're going up, when you come down.
okay, we call that California roundhouse. But in California,
You come down like an axe, right?
no, they press that. So to us, we do it with the front leg, and it's like a slingshot, which is them taking guys to run. That they actually call it slingshot, and if you didn't make it very good, I gave it there. And when you grab the leg, you do this.
Yeah.
But so if I'm here, I do this. And I didn't put the chest, that's the face area.
Because initially it looked like a roundhouse.
Yeah, it is a roundhouse kick, it's gonna want horizontal, diagonal,
Give me your back foot so they can come down.
And again, I'm being very, very selective
Yeah.
because I'm really great at those kicks. And I haven't opened up that can of worms yet. Again, they pressed the hook today, and it was heavy. You dropped it, and you went, yo. But they threw him over here, like, but I threw it low. The other day I threw it high.
You did a roll today too,
Maybe one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't go back. I do a swing kick, which is almost like an axe.
And I'm glad that you also was just telling me how to do the spin back and bend backwards properly.
Yeah, so that is a spot when you go. So the second time you did it, when you thought you made a mistake, no. You look at it, that's why. That's how to do it.
The other way is just swing holding your heads.
Yeah, well, the only reason why that's a bad habit and it's illegal in any point tournament even for us, because it catches the forearm and the elbow. When you get to the habit, you know, even when you see kickboxing, they look at people with forearms and they say it's a knockout, like, bro, that wasn't a packed glove. And then they, of course, they do that regardless of some of those rules. However,
Not in the point
well, not in point fighting, no, but also in practice. If you get caught and you do stuff like this, and you don't hit the person with an elbow by accident, that thing got me hit my jaw, but I'm not upset that it hit me. I'm upset, I should say, I was concerned that he wasn't looking. The fact that I got hit in my mouth and I had my mouth and I like it, my face like this. Bro, my face was soft, I got hit like, ow. You're not used to getting hit. You hit, you know, yo, hold on a second. Yo, shoot, you lose. I'm gonna lose weight. But thank God it wasn't any harder, because it wasn't really.
You don't come to me, you don't have to come any closer, you got me.
Yeah. What? It was they're thinking. Now, if ever there's a sniper kid, it's him. And that's exactly what he did. With the concern about the distance, the time in the temple, the injuries, he's not a bully. You know he can go 10 feet out. He's just so inspiring. Yeah. So that's where giving the so-called power to the people with the right values is exactly correct. You teach that to a person who is abusive, I can't teach that person. They're gonna think you do some damage. You know what I mean? Now you did learn about breathing as a reminder, right? Now how does he live? You know, the 3 months, but he lives in the gated community, so they have their own pool. And it goes from 4 feet to 5 feet, and then to 3.5 feet. And then they go down to 5 feet and then 4 feet. So when you do the 3.5 feet, there's not too much support from the water. At some point you let them be out of the water, but not yet.
Then it goes back down.
And then when you go to 5 feet, it's like you gotta really push the bottom leg, because otherwise it's 5 feet. You know, so it's a slower drag, you're on your toes, right? And then you go to 4 feet, I'm good. So the 4 feet is the preferable one. The 3 feet, 3.5, like, oh man, I'm dealing with the feet, and you literally are on the hump.
Wow.
Yeah,
Because
because
it's out the water. Legs out the water.
Yeah.
Till you go back down again.
yeah. I mean, I get it belly out and then on top. In other words, there's no support. That's when gravity. Now, as soon as you get out, gravity like this, you will do.
Get out the water.
Until about 10 minutes.
Wow.
Until about 10 minutes. After a while, you're walking and you let go back, and then you're like, whoa, wait a second, I'm not in the water. I'm walking, figure step easy.
You're not sore the next day at all.
That's the freaky
That's
part.
what you're saying too.
Oh.
Wow.
So getting to a habit of doing it 2 or 3 times a week. But there's nothing with that talk is as far as like, it's just that full tension that
It's
is
the
so
resistance without the pain, without the bouncing of it, because it's so aggressive.
Yeah, there's no wear and tear.
It's totally different.
Yeah, then we were sparring.
Yeah.
And you can see how at a distance you do a split and you can still score and then pick up the leg above the water.
Yeah.
Yo, you can pick up the leg above the water when you're doing that. What's happening to your chain when you start falling there?
That's good.
This is what I'm saying.
And not that the leg was gonna go back down.
Why?
His control got me locked. Yes, he's got me locked.
It gets scary to me sometimes because I don't mind going to the body. But I go pop to the face, I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Like he's controlling pop. That was cool. But if you don't control that, yeah.
Could be ugly fast.
Yeah, and there's no need for that. All right, guys. A, B, C, stay tuned. I think
Bounce like doo-wop.
at the dojo.
The dojo.